And now, coming to you live from the tri-state area and San Francisco, California, it's the best part of Wednesday, Waffle Box, with your hosts, Mike Fish and Kush Hayes.
Welcome to Waffle Box, the podcast where we talk about anything, everything, and nothing, all at the same time. Coming up on episode 70, Trapped, the happiest place in the world. Elon Musk buys Twitter. Feel good story of the week, Till movie review, and so much more. I'm Mike Fish, and I am joined, as always, by the main man in San Fran. It's Mr. Kush Hayes. Kush, how you doing, buddy?
What's good, y'all? Kush Hayes here, coming to you. The original Waffle Box. It is the best part of Wednesdays, and you will accept no substitutions. Mike Fish. How was your Halloween, Mike Fish?
Quiet. I spent October 31st being an adult, and I was just leaf blowing in the backyard. And then the one person that dared ring my doorbell, I then gave him the bad news that there's no candy here.
Oh.
And that was it. That was my but I have found a new trend of I might try to start a hashtag to get us trending. Adulting like children, because I found, as you're getting older, you start to get that crossroads between, I still feel young, but I'm doing really adult shit. So I'm trying to work ways of, doing grown-up stuff, but being childish with it. So what I did while I was leaf blowing, I had my headphones on, and I was listening to the Ghostbusters theme song. So I pretended that the leaves were ghosts, and I was... It was so much fun.
Yeah, okay. I'll allow that. I was going to roll my eyes under these dark glasses, but I'll allow that.
How was your Halloween?
Also very unmemorable. Just stayed at home. I did my celebrating Saturday night, and it was fun. Getting home was a chore. When you say dress up, I just put on, I think, my blue transparent glasses and just went like, "Hey, I'm Kush Hayes, woo!" And one chick,
the ghost of Kush Hayes.
One chick was just like, "So who's Kush Hayes?" And I was like, "I'm Kush Hayes," and she's like, "I'm gonna need a little more context on that." And I was like, "Yeah, don't worry about it.
So it dates back to 1996, and then no. I hope you pushed it towards the podcast.
You know what? I just let it go.
But at the end of October brings Halloween, and after Halloween brings my favorite holiday of the year. It's go to the store and buy all the Halloween branded candy for discount prices. Woo!
Okay.
Do you not celebrate that?
No.
No.
Trying to keep my teeth from rotting.
Oh well, don't go overboard. Brush, floss, mouthwash, and all that good stuff. Take care of your teeth. Especially as I paid lots of money for mine since I fixed my dirty British teeth. But another holiday that I've seen pop up that I need to discuss because it's ridiculous is, have you seen this hashtag No Nut November?
Yes, I'm familiar with No Nut November.
Like, what are you doing with your life when you need to put out into the world, "Hey everyone, I'm not gonna ejaculate for 30 whole days." Like, good God, who cares?
I'm already out.
Oh, I hope you washed your hands afterwards, you dirty boy.
Yes, sir.
But as I was speaking on the Claret and Big Blue podcast with Alex J. Middleton. And it's like, there's because my whole that wasn't No Nut November wasn't a thing in England. What we did in England on November was hashtag No Shave November. And so, to raise
that was
awareness.
A thing here for a minute.
Okay. To raise awareness for the old testicular cancer, men who typically clean shave would let their beards grow out for a month, and you might throw them a couple of pounds, go towards charity and all that good stuff. But if someone come up to me with a clipboard and said, "Hey, I'm trying to raise awareness for this charity, so I'm not gonna masturbate this month. Could you pledge? So, get the fuck out of my face, boy. Get the fuck out of my
I don't think anyone's doing it for pledges. It's an internet meme for sure, and I don't know how many people actually go all the way through with it. But then I've just seen ridiculous memes where just like some kid is on his laptop, just like, so I'm really trying and it's hard here, and then the next frame is just some big roided out monster just going, "Keep it up, King. You can do it. Through God's plan, all is solved."
And then, just once you go a couple of weeks, you're on the train. It's rocking real nice. It's got a nice rhythm to it. Suddenly the mind goes, don't do it. Just don't do it enough where it's interfering with the rest of your life. Like again, what do you do? How many times a day are you doing it where it's become a big thing that I'm not going to do it? That takes a couple of minutes. Knock one out,
sir.
Knock one out. Relieve yourself. Get on with the rest of your day. I don't think it's a choice between masturbating or curing cancer. It's one or the other. That's what I'm saying. Anyway.
Okay.
Speaking of hashtags are big on the Twitter sphere, and Twitter is about to change forever, apparently.
Forever.
Because Elon Musk has spent 44 billion of his hard-earned dollars to purchase social media platform Twitter, immediately taking it private again. So he fired the board of directors, and apparently he's going to try to make the world a better place. To which I'm almost certain one of two things is going to happen. One, people are just going to be like, dude, chill out. It's just Twitter. And Twitter's going to kind of fade away.
Mm-hmm.
And he's going to waste his money. Or two, this whole, oh my God, Twitter's never going to be the same again. It's going to be another one of those Y2K things. If you don't know what Y2K is, look it up, kids. Where it's like, oh, it's nothing. Nothing changed. Nothing changed.
I got a feeling we're going to see Twitter close its doors like in the next 5 years if Elon stays. Not because he's going to mismanage it or anything. I think he's just going to like, yeah, that was fun. Now I'm done. New toy, officially used. Yeah.
It's a hell of a lot of money to do that, though.
He's got that money, though.
So reports were I was looking at the BBC, the British Broadcasting Company's report on this.
Mm-hmm.
And they were talking about how one of the things he wants to do is to revamp the verification system by charging people to have a blue tick next to their name.
Oh, weird.
Which makes, so some reports say it was supposed to be $20 a month. He himself tweeted out that it was going to be $8 a month, part of Twitter Blue, which we've discussed already, which is a crock of shit. Some people think he's trolling and it's not actually going to happen, but I don't know. It just made me laugh where he was coming out being all righteous, like, hey, no, I'm just trying to make free speech, man, and the world a better place. I'm not in this for the money. Oh, by the way, I'm charging $8 a month if you want a blue tick.
It's really? I feel like I'm pretty sure he'll do that. The blue check mark has always been funny to me. I know a few folks that literally just woke up one day with the blue check mark. Like, they're definitely people of interest, people that you don't want to have fake accounts out there. But like, they didn't request it whatsoever. They literally just woke up like, oh, there's a blue check mark next to my name. And I was like, yeah, I mean, if the tamale lady can have one, why can't you? But then I know some folks that are like, are also doing big stuff with their lives, and they can't get that blue check mark to save their goddamn life. And it is just funny watching them flail around in the Twitter pool, just going, I don't have a blue check mark. I want a blue check mark. And they can't have their check mark. No check mark for you.
I mean, don't get me wrong. Just for that, just because it looks nice. At one point, I was like, even though I'm no one important, I'm pretty sure no one's going to try to impersonate me on Twitter. But, I'd like to think, it'd be nice to have a blue check mark. But now it's like, well, you can get one if you spend $8 a month. I'm okay. I'll be Mr. Nobody.
Probably better that way.
Yeah, so that's the news there. Elon Musk wasting his money. I'm pretty sure he's not going to see that $44 billion again. Couldn't
if
happen
he
to a
starts
nicer
charging
guy.
$8 a month, he might
Oh, because
recoup that loss.
like Mr. Big Balls 267512 with 12 followers is gonna get a verification check pretty soon. And he's gonna love it.
Yeah.
Shout out to Mr. Big Balls 2656789.
Mr. Big Balls 65788 has been clowning this fool forever, dude. So
right.
he needs that blue check mark.
Everyone knows he's fake. Shame.
Yeah. You're a phony. Hey, this guy's a great big phony.
The old sound bites still coming into play. Next thing, the big story. Now, we're not going to go too serious on this because, the old pandemic is still going on. Oh, God. But
it's pretty crazy.
You may have seen in the news, again, this is coming from the BBC, that China is still taking this shit pretty seriously, in that if there's alerts that there are people with positive COVID tests in and around your area, they shut that shit down like split second, and wherever you are, you're trapped. And there's been like photos I've seen where a bunch of people sleeping in public bathrooms because they're not allowed out anymore because that's where they're trapped. But this one hit the news.
A gift and a curse. Like, you're never going to be short of the bathroom, but then like you don't want to eat in there. Yeah.
I'd like to think they'd, supply food, drink, and cleaning supplies at least. But still, yes, not most ideal, even if you're just thinking about comfort. Oh, no. But you could just, if it's like the urinals, just get real close and hit the flush and let it wash body.
Yeah.
Get that
take a lot of horrors baths with some wet wipes.
Yeah, get the little, what's it, the toilet, the lemon scented cube thing. Freshness. Anyway. But lots of people are now apparently trapped in the happiest place on earth in Shanghai Disneyland. So people have been told that they will not be allowed out of the theme park until they can show a negative test. It comes after Shanghai reported 10 locally transmitted cases on Saturday. So China's controversial zero COVID policy, this report says, has already seen millions of people repeatedly locked down, sometimes in unusual locations. The sudden nature lockdowns have seen people fleeing shops, including the Shanghai branch of Swedish furniture giant IKEA, and workplaces as they try to avoid being trapped. However, those awaiting their freedom at Shanghai Disneyland can console themselves with one positive: rides are continuing to operate for those trapped inside the happiest place on earth. No date has been given for when the park will reopen. Shanghai Disney says tickets will be valid for 6 months and refunds will be given. Now, this got me to thinking, what would be like the worst and the best places? If you say you were living in China, where would be the worst places? Because they say here, like in unusual places, like IKEA, if I had to get trapped somewhere, that wouldn't be the worst place. It's practically a pretend home with all the mock-ups.
Tons of stuff to sit on and all the meatballs you can eat.
IKEA meatballs for dinner every day.
Every day.
Sign me up.
3 times a day. 3 times a day.
Oh.
3 times, fool. Yeah. The worst place? Probably a wet market. I'm naughty.
Push you. But yeah, other than that, public bathroom, that's pretty bad. That's not
public bathroom is bad. You can't imagine it's clean already. Grocery store, probably pretty good. Pretty good place to get trapped in.
Depends. If it's just food and like if there was one that at least sold, towels or something, because you got to make a makeshift bed, right? Well, this is why IKEA is so great, But yes, but then do they say you get trapped in a grocery store and you're like, well, while I'm here, I'm yum 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 yum, and you're eating the stuff. Do they, like, once you get the negative COVID test, and they just slip you the bill? How does that work?
Oh, huh? I would hope that yeah, they would just let us eat for free. But that is a great point. That is a great point. Um, hmm. I had one other spot. Oh, the whatever their version of Costco is. That's probably a pretty good spot to get
Oh,
trapped in. Yeah.
good
Probably
pick. Good
cold at
pick.
night. Probably very cold at night. But
Yeah, I'd be sleeping far away from the freezer section.
mhm.
And they do have that cold, callous flooring. That I
Mhm.
bet's not very comfortable.
But they do have plenty of towels and robes and all, pillows. They
And
got all that shit.
I don't know, if Shanghai Costco is the same as Bergen County Ridgefields, but they've got the garden furniture. Like imagine I sleep on a hammock every night.
Oh shit.
And talk, IKEA has the meatballs, Costco has that rotisserie chicken, and the hot dog and the Coke deal we spoke about. Oh, yep,
But it gets
Costco.
better, Mike. These hot dogs are free now. All that fountain Pepsi, free. It's free. Worst place? The vet or animal shelter.
We would be able to sleep, just always sick,
All
barking,
those
meowing at
dogs
animals.
barking, stinking, making a mess all over the place. Only thing to eat there is the dog food.
Oh, yeah. Although your hair would be nice and shiny and full.
Well, I mean,
Swings and roundabouts.
that's
Well,
probably not
maybe
going to
not
be a thing for
yours,
me.
because
Not
yeah.
me. No,
Well, your
no.
beard would be nice anyway.
I hope so. Hope it's not filled with dog shit, but you never know. What else would be a
I
terrible
would probably,
place?
I'd probably like a nice bar. Like,
Hmm.
Outback Steakhouse. Boom. Sign me up.
Hmm.
Blooming onion. Blooming, yeah.
Hmm.
Um,
Strip club. Strip club would
strip
be a
club. Oh
positive
my
and a
god.
negative. Positive and a
Imagine,
negative.
imagine you just like you lie to the wife and say, "Oh no, we're just popping down the bar," and then you get trapped at a strip club. You're not getting away with that one.
Nope, you're there forever. And guess what? Those bitches never take the time off. Like they're always hitting you up for tips. It's like, so why are you here? You didn't want to spend money. Why'd you come in here? And you're like, bitch, I've been here for 3 weeks. Like, and
Do you really need the $60 bottle of champagne right now?
oh, it's only $60. Wow, what a discount.
So top, okay. Let's go with top five. Let's rank it. All right, top
All right,
five.
top five. Chinese Costco,
Chinese Costco,
Chinese IKEA.
IKEA. Are we putting the strip club in the top five, right?
I mean, it's also going to be in the bottom five.
It depends on your marital status, I guess.
No, I think even as a single gentleman, you'll just be like, "Fuck, I've only been hearing pulsing beat for like
He's trying
125
to,
hours now,
he's
and all
trying
I
to get
got
to
is Red
sleep.
Bull."
And now coming
I'm
to the stage.
trying to sleep in a private booth, and this bitch is shaking her ass against my head. Like,
No matter where I lay down, my face is covered in glitter. What the hell? It smells like coconut.
Oh yeah, and warm vanilla sugar. But it also
After a
smells
couple of
like
weeks in there, you wouldn't be
Clorox
able to wash it off. You'd be smelling it on yourself for years.
forever. Forever. So all right,
So,
so we only got three. Then we've only decided there's like three good spots, and one of them is also a curse.
I mean, I guess Disneyland. It depends what you like. But then again,
Disneyland is right up there with the strip club too. Like just Magic Mountain just going off and like all goddamn day and night. Just,
but here's the thing: they're keeping the rides going. Are they keeping like the characters going? I imagine like after about 5 days. Oh,
Chinese Goofy
I'm
is
sorry, you still
stinking.
got COVID. Oh, fuck off. Just punching Mickey Mouse in the face.
Yeah.
Shut your goddamn.
I mean, eventually, like and going back to the IKEA, eventually we just like fucking IKEA meatballs again, 8 days in a row. We're oh my god. I've been pooping keys all week.
It's just like gravy now at this point. Wait, we can't remember more then. So what was
a bar? I guess we agreed a bar is good.
But I think if you're gonna be stuck there for like, let's say 10 days, I think it has to be like a corporate place, like the Outbacks and the TGI Fridays, because I don't think I'd want to be sleeping in a dive bar for 10 days.
The TGI Fridays and the Outbacks, the chain restaurants, they will at least have TVs there. So you'll never miss the game.
Yep.
You can probably watch all your favorite stories. Yeah. Someone will figure it out, and they'll figure out a way to just stream Netflix up there. I'm like, oh yeah, we're gonna watch Narcos now, season 4. It's gonna be pretty great.
Yeah, guilt-free binge watching.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I've never watched Breaking Bad. Well, I guess I'm gonna start and finish it right now. Let's go.
Nothing else to do. Shit, where else are we going? Yeah, I've not seen Breaking Bad, but I have no argument to not watch it now. If we're stuck at the TGI Fridays in Shanghai,
it'd be like one drunken, stinky book club.
Yeah, it's always
because that's the thing.
You'd
be having
gonna stink.
Hawes barbs every night with the little going to the bathroom like one at a time. Running the sink and using that pump thing, get some soap and rubbing it all. Yeah, not nice. So I guess the moral of the story is, no matter where you get stuck, after a while you get pretty old, and you just probably want to go home.
Probably just want to go home.
But if you had to pick one, strip club would be number one. Anyway,
I hope when I die, I hope I haunt this one particular strip club.
Ooh, which one is it?
I'm not going to tell you.
No,
not here at least. Then everyone will want to go.
Wow. All right. Without naming the name of the strip club, why do you want to haunt it forever? Is it that good or that bad?
It's that great.
Ooh.
I mean, come on, man. Like it's much like our Shanghai situation here. There's a bar, there's half naked women all over the place. They do close eventually, so then I'll just like float around, watch the game on Espen. Yeah.
Lights to San Francisco. Go. Beautiful. All right. Well, there you go. Let us know if you've missed any great ideas of places you'd like to get stuck for 10 days. Hit us up at WaffleboxPod on the Twitter sphere that is now owned by the evil Emperor Elon Musk. But let's move on. Let's change topics. Let's talk about some world records. Let's talk about people doing things with their lives in this week's Dumb World Record of the week.
Why?
Why? Why would I? Why? Why?
Why? Why? Why? Why? Why would you want to do that?
It's at this point that I've realized that I didn't start the timer on my watch. So
derp.
This is gonna be a fun edit. Dumb World Record. This week's Dumb World Record takes us to, I don't know where, because it didn't say. Oh no, it does. From India. India guy. So it says a martial artist from India. It doesn't say if he actually took place in India, but he's from India. He broke a world record, including nunchucks, coconuts, and 6 really trustworthy people. So
someone's got to hold those fucking coconuts.
No, there is a video of this bad boy. So what happened was, so this guy, his name is, doesn't say. Brilliant. No, it does. KV Salavi. Yep, totally nailed that one. So he's standing in the middle, right, with his nunchucks, and then there's in a circle 6 fellas on their knees with these like little hoopy holders attached to their head. And so they put a coconut on their head.
Gotcha.
He smashes it with a nunchuck, and then when he moves on to the next person, they replace that coconut with a fresh coconut.
That sounds like it still hurts. Like,
I bet the video, none of them kind of flinched in the video, but yeah, I can't imagine it.
Maybe they're conditioned for it. Yeah, no, it sucks.
But this guy, because it didn't look like they had helmets on, it was just coconut on head. But this guy, KB Sedalavi, managed to smash 42 coconuts in 1 minute.
Okay, that's the answer to the greatest question ever asked. How many coconuts did KV Sedavash smash at? 42. We've solved it. Hitchhiker's
Only
Guide
took
to the
us
Galaxy.
70
Doug
episodes to
Adams,
get to
there
it.
you go.
But we finally solved it.
We did
There
it.
you go.
Hey, no one else has done it. We did it. You did it. I was there.
KB Sedalavi. Well, it does. The way I'm pronouncing that is Sedalavi, la la da, so it goes on. Whoa,
Sedalavi.
Life goes on.
It sounds French. Sedalavi.
Sedalavi. Who did that song? Was that Paul McCartney in Wings?
I believe that's Paul. I believe Paul McCartney's in there somewhere. I don't know if it's a Beatles song or a Wings song.
No, I don't think that doesn't sound. Oh, it might be. Might be part of when Beatles were smacked off their tits. But Paul McCartney. Let's see what if Google comes up with this. Paul McCartney. Life goes on.
Alexa says,
"Oh wow! Look at that! It was the Beatles song called Obladi Oblada." There we go.
Yeah,
and I bet what year was it? I bet it was off their tits era. Oh, I can't find out. Whatever, it doesn't make. It's going to make great content researching for that. But yeah, where was we? So yeah, this guy decided, you know what? I'm really good at smashing coconuts with nunchucks, and these 6 people owe me money, so I'm going to merge the two. Break a world record. So shout out to him, I guess, for living your dream.
I'm feeling it.
KB,
I like it. I want to see the video.
If I remember, I'll try to remember. I'll put the link in the YouTube video. So go to enjoywaffelbox.com. Click YouTube. Watch our beautiful faces. Talkie. And then after the show, you can click the link and watch this guy go absolutely ape shit with these nunchucks. Right, that brings us close to the first half of this week's Wafflebox, episode 70. My gosh, we're so old. We're about to retire and collect our Social Security. Still to come, we've got the middle of the show quiz. Kush is going to be reviewing the movie Till. We'll wrap the show up with the Feel Good movie story, and there's so much more. Don't go away. We're just going to pay some bills. We'll be right back after this short break. Hey, you. Yes, you. Was you thinking of having that beer? But my friend, it's only 10 a.m. Won't everyone judge you for drinking this early? Don't worry, we've got just the thing to help you. Your very own Waffle Box mug. And now, everyone will just think you're drinking coffee, so you can enjoy your morning beer judgment-free. Go to wafflemerch.com to get yours today.
It's now time for the middle of the show quiz.
Hey, welcome back to Waffle Box episode 70. Still to come, we've got the Trapdoor segment where we reach the letter E. Cush's movie review and more. But it is the middle of the show, so it's now time for the middle of the show quiz. So if you haven't tuned into an episode of Waffle Box before, what we do here is based on a theme of topic that we discuss on the show. I then give Kush a 5-question quiz. Obviously, the name of the game is for him to get at least best 3 of 5. Ideally, a clean sleep. Clean sweep.
A clean sweep.
Clean sweep. But the queen does sleep sometimes. If he gets
the queen's doing a lot of sleeping these days. I hear.
R.I.P. If he gets the question correct, too soon, man, too soon. Kush hears this noise. It makes him happy. There we go. If he gets a question wrong, he hears this noise, which makes him sad. Oh, look at him. He's so sad. This week's movie, not this week's quiz, is Disney themed. It is one of the poor souls trapped inside, still to this day, going around those roller coasters in the little teacups, getting like, fuck's sake, I'm
Goddamn
so sick of this
teacups. I was just about to say that. Like,
people, Jesus Christ.
forever.
I wish he'd stop showing me pictures of his kids. Jesus Christ. We're not going to be friends after this. So, 5 questions about Disney and their history. Are you ready, Cliches?
I'm ready, Mike Fish.
Oh, that's good tense. There's a good like dramatic pause there. So, question number 1. Question number 1 on Disney. Where and when? Just need the year. Not going to ask you to give me like dates and months. Where and when did the first Disney park open?
I mean, Anaheim, California, 9/11/1960. 1950?
Oh, I'll give you half. Anaheim, California, 1955.
Right in the middle.
I know, right?
Everything's
so
on
old.
9/11 now.
Yeah, actually, I don't know. I think let's say it's March for funsies. Now, in total, question number 2. In total, how many Disney parks are there worldwide? Now,
You got
this is to
Anaheim.
clarify here. So technically there are parks owned by Disney that aren't, but these are the ones that have, like Disneyland, Disney World. Only those, because I know there are a couple.
Yeah. There's Anaheim, Florida, China, Japan, Paris. I think that's it. That's all I know. If there's more, I'm surprised.
You missed one, and I don't know which one it is, but it's 6. Where is it?
You need to know which one it is.
No, I'm not going to look it up. Just trust me on this one. You got it wrong. I've already spent 5 minutes of this podcast looking up a fucking Beatles song. Next question. Disney was formed in 1923 as the Disney Brothers Studios. Obviously, everyone knows Walt Disney.
Roy.
What was his name? Is Roy. Yeah, well done. Mate, I should have given you that. I didn't finish the question.
You didn't finish the question, but you didn't have to.
Speaking of the opening show, we're talking about Elon Musk taking Twitter private, which is obviously the opposite of public. In what year did Disney officially go public onto the stock market?
1982?
You'll be surprised, dude. 1957.
Oh, wow.
I know, right?
That's crazy. Okay. Well, they knew what they had. Good for them.
So here we are. We're standing at, you got 1.5 points. So technically, the best you can do if you get the next question right, you 500. You're batting 500 on the day. Question number 5.
I don't think that math is good, but okay.
Well, 2.5 out of 5 is 500. 0.500. You know what I mean? You know what I mean.
All right.
What was the name of the first ever short produced
Steamboat Willie.
by Walt Disney?
It's not Steamboat Willie. It's a stupid rabbit, actually. Damn.
Oh, I could have taken your first answer, but I didn't because I'm nice.
You are nice. It's yeah. It's a goddamn rabbit. It was a whole thing with Kingdom Hearts.
There might be a rabbit in it. Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
I'm out. I don't know.
Oh, it was
Yeah.
Alice's Wonderland.
What?
Yep, buddy. So this is actually, so I think technically the one you're thinking of, the Mickey's Ride or whatever the bollocks it was,
Steamboat Willie.
I think that was the first short produced by Disney Brothers Studio.
Oh,
But
did I miss the full feature?
this was just produced by Walt Disney. So this was before Disney Studios and all that bullshit. Alice's
And it wasn't Snow
Wonderland.
White. That's weird.
No,
Snow
so
White is the first movie they ever did.
yeah, this was a short movie. So this was a real person, a real young girl interacting with animated characters.
Huh. Never even knew that was a thing.
Check it out. Go on to YouTube. And you'll be able to see it. It's proper fucking creepy and trippy, but there you go. Unsurprising, since obviously it one day would inspire Alice in Wonderland, which also was.
Is it in color?
No, this was 1920 something, 1921, I think. So definitely not in color.
Wow. Wild.
Creepy.
Okay.
Anyway, that was fun. I won. I beat you. Go me.
You beat me, Mike. You beat me.
But now it's time to cleanse. It's time to cleanse because, as we always say each and every week, this planet's far too populated with morons and idiots and other such scallywags. So this.
I worked with a couple of them last week.
Oh dear. Oh dear. So one by one, we are ridding the earth of treacherous people and other such humans in the trapdoor segment. You taking notes on this one?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, look at you.
I didn't last week, and it messed me up.
Pen and paper at the ready. So again, if this is your first time here, welcome. Take a seat. Hope you got a drink. Doesn't have to be alcoholic, but it's probably for the best.
Doesn't hurt if it is.
Unless
you're an alcoholic.
Yeah, then probably does hurt your friends and your family and yourself. So I give Kush 4 humans, and he gets to delete 1 from history, send him down a trapdoor, but more importantly, he has to show he's working. Over the past couple of weeks, we've been working through the old alphabet, which is, the standard way to go through letters as depicted by, I don't know, whoever created the alphabet. Any ideas?
Frank Alphabet.
Frank Alphabet, there you go. In 1785. BC. So this week we're at the letter E. So the 4 celebrities that begin with the letter E are Ed O'Neill, Eddie Murphy, Eddie Redmayne, and Eddie Van Halen. See, I've gone for a theme there. So Ed O'Neill, who, if you don't know who that he was, he played Al Bundy, Married with Children, and also the granddad in Modern Family, who had the hot Hispanic wife. Eddie Murphy.
Sofia Vergara.
There we go. Eddie Murphy is actor, comedian coming to America and Raw and all such good things. Eddie Redmayne.
Raw.
Eddie Redmayne. What would he most be known for? I guess he was in the Harry Potter spin-off things.
Yeah. He's in the Fantastic Beasts. He did that the Wachowski movie with Mila Kunis, Jupiter Ascending.
Oh my god, that was so bad.
Yeah, I didn't even see it. But he's in that. He's in a lot of stuff. Aeronauts. Anyone check out Aeronauts on Amazon Prime? That was really good. It's better in a theater, FYI. But Aeronauts.
Check it out. And Eddie Van Halen, obviously from the band Van Halen, father of Wolfgang Van Halen.
All right.
So there's your 4 choices. Show the working. Which one is going to be sent down trapdoor, Mr. Hayes?
So first off, I want to get something out. Is Eddie Van Halen still alive? I could have swore we lost him recently.
Respect the process. He might be dead, but let's pretend he's not. Oh, he's asking Alexa now. Alexa's going to squeal me up now. Snitch. Right. Kush is still muted, but he's talking to us.
Eddie Van Halen died in December of 2020. But you know what? He's not going down that shaft.
Right.
Eddie Redmayne, you were so safe. That would have been my...
Eddie Van Halen's back. Right, show you working. Who are you thinking about sending down the trapdoor then?
Eddie Redmayne, because he's done the least of everybody on this list here. Eddie Murphy, The World Needs Laughter. Ed O'Neill is just... the man's a fascinating specimen. You know, he's 72 years old and like a black belt in jiu-jitsu and just, you know, fantastic actor. And then, of course, Van Halen. The world needs rock and roll, Mike. Even post-mortem.
Another tip of the hat to Ed O'Neill. You know, did you see his house in Married with Children?
Mm-hmm.
He had that nice house. He had 2 kids, all off of shoe salesman salary. What a guy. He must have been selling so many shoes to get that commission and the bonus. He's a working man. So I'll give him credit.
But that's just his character. So,
what?
But Eddie Redmayne, you seem like a nice dude.
It's not a documentary.
But it's not a documentary, unfortunately.
God damn it.
Or maybe fortunately. So
Eddie Redmayne. Diana.
Vio con Dios. Eddie Redmayne. You got beat by a dead guy.
Yeah, suck it, Redmayne. I feel better. Did you feel that traffic got a little bit easier? Just slightly. Just slightly.
Look at that. One less person on the bus.
Oh, he always, and he would always take like 2 seats. Like, come on,
fucking
dude.
man spreading all the time.
Oh.
It's just like, dude, your nuts ain't that big. Like, I get it, but your nuts ain't that big.
I bet he's the type of guy that, you know, if you're like on the bus early in the morning where you don't really want to talk to anyone and there's like plenty of seats open, he's the kind of guy that sits next to you.
Right next to you. And that motherfucker lights up a cigarette. Like on the bus.
Yeah, you can't even do that, man.
How dare you?
What are you doing?
No, it's fucking rude. What the fuck are you thinking, Eddie Redmayne? Why are you smoking on the bus, man?
Dick move.
Meanwhile, he's punching a puppy. Like just
every morning. It's like a different puppies. Or like, where are you getting all these puppies from, Eddie?
Where are you getting all the puppies?
Oh, dick. Anyway, let's talk about some lighter affair. It's now time for Kush's movie review.
Kush's movie review.
Kush's movie review is when Kush watches a movie and then he reviews it. It's nice and simple premise. This week he's reviewing Till, the story of, well, it's not technically the story of Emmett Till. It's mainly, from what I understand, mainly the story of his mother, really, correctly? Is that grammar correct?
She takes up the majority of the film, yes, sir.
Yep. With not risking getting myself cancelled, I'm going to stop trying to be funny at this point, and I'm just going to hand it over to my colleague, Mr. Hayes, to review the movie.
You know, that's probably a pretty good bet because there's nothing funny about this fucking movie, dude. It's a true story, but it actually is also doubling as the world's scariest movie of the year. Honestly, I had a review for Smile. I had a review for Halloween Ends on a microdose a few weeks ago. There's been a lot of great horror movies this year, but Till is by far the scariest movie of 2022. Why is it scary? Well, Mike Fish, only 67 years ago, dude, a 14-year-old boy was murdered at the hands of some Mississippi residents for the crime of whistling at a white woman. That was all he did.
Not only murdered, but it wasn't like they did it easy.
No, they never show any of the brutality, but they do show you the aftermath. You hear the poor child screaming, pleading, begging for mercy, and the aftermath is just they found him in a river. His body just was bloated. His entire face just looks like a catcher's mitt. And then when that wasn't enough, they finally shot him in the end, right in the head. This is one of the most unjust things to ever happen. One of the most horrific things to ever happen. not just on American soil, but just in life. I think like the world's a brutal place, but God fucking damn it, dude, it doesn't need to be this fucking hard. Um, yeah. So, movie stars Danielle Deadweiler. She plays the mother of Emmett Till. Her name is Mimi, or Mamie, and this poor woman goes through hell. I think she absolutely deserves an Oscar nomination for this role because, like, she gets some ugly cries in. Like, she acts her fucking ass off to make you think like someone just murdered her kid. And this is what she goes through to avenge him, to get justice for him. Whoopi Goldberg is in it, plays the young boy's grandmother, and then the title character of Emmett Till is Jalen Hall. This is a movie directed by I think this is a woman, but it's Chinooki Chukwu, and I'm still not even sure I'm pronouncing that name correctly. As brutal as this movie is, at 2 hours and 10 minutes, it is still a PG-13.
Oh, wow.
It was in select cinemas in the middle of October. It just went into wide release this past weekend, and it's not doing so well financially. So this isn't going to be a blockbuster. I think people are just uncomfortable with the subject matter as it is.
I was going to say that's,
and I get it.
Yeah, I could understand what, because if this was on like HBO Max or whatever it's called, like that would be, it's like, oh, that's okay, let's see how this is. But I guess like the movie going experience is like, for better or for, I'm gonna have let's have an entertaining evening. It is definitely hard, I guess, for people to, because I'm assuming the majority of people, even though it did happen quite a while ago, I imagine the story of Emmett Till is one of those where majority of people, I imagine, know the story still today. And he's like, oh, I
don't think I was aware of it until maybe only a few years ago. And it sounded terrible. You got to go in knowing what you're getting ready to get into. This movie could have been way more brutal, so I'm glad it wasn't. I feel like they want this to be nominated for all the little gold trophies in March, but as good as it is, I don't think society is comfortable again with this subject matter. Now, you say this was a while ago, but this was 67 years ago, man. That's not that long ago when you put it into perspective.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is like, the modern day person.
No, I know what you're saying. I know what you're saying, man. But like, someone was just able to retire 2 years ago. That's how recent this event happened. However, because of these events in this true story, it's set the path for modern day civil rights. For some reason, they say he was lynched, despite the fact that they just beat the dog snot out of him and then murdered him. I don't think a rope ever came into play, but maybe I don't understand the definition of lynching. However, having said all that, lynching was only finally made a federal crime this previous March.
Gee,
67 years ago, this horrible event happened, and only finally 6 months ago has it been made a federal crime, a hate crime. And
so a year ago, someone could lynch someone, and it'd be like, well, it's up to the local, the full authorities to deal with that one. Jesus Christ.
Yeah. This this is gonna make you just kind of be a little melancholy for a few hours after you see it. Bring some tissues. Again, it gets very sad. Again, I think Ms. Deadweiler is absolutely deserving of a nomination. Whoopi Goldberg too. There's a scene where she's just like, you feel her pain in this whole process. Again, I don't think they will, but they definitely deserve them. We'll just see. I hope I'm wrong, but it's very well done. I wouldn't cut out an ounce, 1 second of time from this film. It's 2 hours and 10 minutes are all justified, and it's a 4 out of 5. Yeah, everyone should see it. I think this is going to be one of those things they show in schools, and it's an important story. Everyone should be aware of it because we don't need to be repeating those mistakes. And there's a lot of stuff that's happening today that you still see in this film. At one point, the media sensationalizes things. At one point, the state of Mississippi tries to infer that this woman is in some part of a conspiracy. Like, one, they're trying to prove like that's just some dead body. That's not your 14-year-old child. Oh, by the way, you didn't have just one, you had two insurance policies on them. Maybe you're just trying to do this for the total of $400. It's there's a lot of disgusting things in this movie that are still happening today. Having said that, and I hate to make it a serious waffle box, everyone should see this, but you probably won't, and I understand.
It reminds me of, like, not I'm saying it's exactly the same, but it is kind of the similar vein of like the kind of uncomfortableness, but almost the necessary uncomfortableness you feel like when I used, back in the day. What was that? Is it Mississippi Burning? Do you remember that movie? Similar kind of vibe.
I know of it. I
like,
never saw it. I was a little young for that time.
Jeez, no, that's another one of those where you like, whoa, this shit's crazy. But yeah, I guess
they hunted him for 3 days and finally found him at his cousin's house. By the way, he's from Chicago. He was in Mississippi on vacation. You know what his vacation consisted of? Picking fucking cotton with his cousins. I don't even know if he was getting paid for the whole thing, but that was his vacation from Chicago. Like a lot of weird shit happening in this time period, man. And by the way, yeah, again, they home invaded the house. They held the family at gunpoint, and they took the child into the night, and then murdered him very slowly. So
it's
4 out of 5. Yeah, terrifying. But yeah, again, this is the best horror movie of the year.
Yeah, I was wondering where before we went live, you said this was a scary movie. I was kind of wondering where you were going to go with that, but I get it. I get you what you're saying.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, and that's just when did that actually officially get released?
It got released, limited release 2 weeks ago. Officially, world nationwide this past Friday.
Okay, there you go. Check it out, but obviously, again, make sure you know what you're getting in for. Don't go into it, put your popcorn and go, oh, I'm ready to be entertained. Get ready to learn.
Yeah.
Things like that. Well, there you go.
So that as deep and as dark as that got, I think this is probably the most like somber waffle box we've ever done. Definitely the most somber review I've ever given. So I think we just need to transition into feel good story of the day.
It's the coolest fucking story I've ever heard in my entire life. That's insane. Can I hear it again?
Yes, as Kush alludes to, we end the show each week with a feel-good story, just to get the warm and buzzes, the bubbling inside, so you can, if you are like me, if you're like me, you typically tend to listen to podcasts when you're snuggled up in bed, maybe not quite ready to go to sleep, but so you pop one earbud in, lay down and listen to some soothing sounds. And if that is you right now, there's someone coming through the door. There isn't. Sorry. I didn't mean to scare you. Yes. So this week's feel good story of the week comes to us from Indianapolis. State that it's so much fun to say. Indianapolis. It sounds like it's got like 12 syllables in it. Indianapolis. So this young lady, Sarah Pulley, this article comes from today.com. She knows what it's like to have a children. Jesus Christ, Mike. To have a child in a neonatal intensive care unit, and has found a way to bring comfort to other parents going through the experience. 4 years ago, Polly's daughter spent 4 months in the NICU. This inspired her, a salon owner, to become a volunteer at Ronald McDonald's House Family Room at the Riley Hospital for Children in Indianapolis. These rooms allow families of sick children to take showers and have a quiet place to eat whilst they're in the hospital. And when Pulley learned the facility wanted to start offering salon services there, she said, and I quote, "I knew this could be special." The beauty bar officially opened on September the 14th with a chair donated by Pulley herself and free hair care products from one of her distributors. She'll be there once a month, shampooing hair and offering scalp massages, and said the treatments are just as special for me. There is something about the connection between mums and the power of touch. So there you go. Sick little kiddies, parents stuck there, and I could, thankfully I've never gone through that, but I know people who have. That can be extremely, horrible, not only obviously for the children, but for the parents going through all that stuff. So, the little bit of joy that can be brought to them, it's very nice. So shout out to Sarah Pulley of Indianapolis for, giving back, paying it forward. She's went through it and now she wants, to improve the experience. I don't know, is it an experience? I don't know, that's the wrong word, but you know what I mean. Make people happy.
You're a good egg, Sarah.
So thank you very much for your service.
Right on.
Well, that brings a close to this week's Waffle Box, episode 70. My gosh, gosh, Hayes, we've done 70 of these things. Can you believe it?
Man.
Can you believe it?
That's almost 3 days worth of our voice and picture.
There you go. If you have been tuning in, if you're on the Steel Spotify podcast, by all means, leave us a 5-star review. I won't judge you. If you would like to watch us, we are available on YouTube every week. Just go to enjoywafflebox.com for all of the links. You can follow us on social media while it's still around. Oh, God. At WaffleboxPod on Twitter and Instagram. I am found at only Mike Fish. This guy over here, you can find him at
Kush_Hayes.
Yes. And also make sure you go to bosnet.family for the full archive of not only this podcast, but several other podcasts, including the
All the fun
Microdose.
podcasts.
Is there anything coming up this Friday for the Microdose?
We're talking with Pollo Del Mar, the biggest cross-wrestling manager in pro wrestling history.
Is that it? Is that the plug?
You got some moves there.
Okay.
That's the plug. Microdose this Friday.
Check it out. Check it out. Check it out. Check it out. All right, perfect. But until next time, don't forget to take care of yourselves and each other.
And accept no substitutes.
That's all, folks.